Is the winning jockey after the last race is Darren Andrews. Well done.
Thank you.
They said they were pleased he got round.
Well, yeah, no, the aim was to get round and just try and get some form on him, really.
Yeah.
But to be fair to him, he kept travelling and he kept finding, and the more I got after him, the more he kept giving, and the one in front was stopping all the way.
Yeah.
And he just got a run on him, and I think I got him on the bob.
Yeah.
So
It was terrific. But it's great to watch these horses. 3 P's next to his name, but the penny doesn't drop overnight necessarily, does it?
No, it doesn't. And to be fair, I mean, the first day, you know, Joe only rang me there this morning to ride him. Because poor Rob, he sort of said, well, it's a long way for me to come for one, just for a sort of, you know, just a bit of education.
And apparently you're in such demand, you're hard to get hold of,
well, some days. I was only coming here for one in the last Cottage Rose, so, you know, to pick up a nice one and go on and win is even better. But yeah, at Maysmore, he just literally, he didn't know what was going on, didn't know where he was going, and then he ran at Fleet and he was a bit more productive, and then he had a bit of a backward step down at Bratton Down in the last day. Just got a bit stuck in the mud. But we changed tactics today, front run, try and be nice and positive, but not too positive. And to be fair, the more I grabbed the hold of him, the more he sort of seemed to pick the bridle up, and the more he seemed to travel. And you know, he missed 1 or 2, but on the whole, his jumping was very good.
Do you think that Bratton Down, and do you think there's quite a lot of horses didn't give their form that day? It was sort of funny ground, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very, very patchy. You know, they've done a good job of watering, but it's that kind of, you know, it's.
And the weather was really not helping at all.
No,
was it?
And it's on the slope, and you know, you put all that water on the top. It's got to drain somewhere, and it's got to drain down to that river. But yeah, a lot of horses probably come out of there, and you know, you might see a bit of better form from that, definitely.
Yeah, I think it's quite striking actually.
Yeah.
That horses that ran really well there haven't necessarily run well subsequently, and obviously the other way around.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got one more at the end of the day.
Intermediate, at the end of the day, Cottage Rose. Yeah.
Oh, good old Cottage Rose.
Yeah, no, back for another go. No, fingers crossed. She's back down into her company now, back in an intermediate. You know, the conditions race at Upcut Cross there. She ran a blinder to finish 4th behind some nice open horses. So hopefully back down in a bit of grade, and she should be thereabouts.
And last weekend when you did Hexham on the Saturday, Upcut Cross on the Sunday, were you sent mowing grass on the Monday?
No, we didn't actually go in the end. All this rain, we still haven't mowed any. So
really?
I don't know when.
So were you given a day off, or what other jobs were found?
Well, I think I finished early is what has happened. I think I needed to go back to bed.
Excellent. And you've been to Aintree since then, haven't you?
Yeah, so I went to Copplestone, had a spare for Teresa Clark, which actually Rob Hawker got off again, but he had to get on Teresa's better horse, and I ended up beating him by 3/4 of a length. Which wasn't very good, but these things happen. And then
just as well the bars are opening now, so you can
went to Aintree on Friday for Ben Clark. He underperformed a little bit, but I think he needs a bit of time out in the field, and hopefully he'll mature and he'll grow up and be a bit better for next season. And then I was actually up at Tabley yesterday.
Gosh, you are.
Yeah, a couple of spares. Got a few.
Your
phone calls
Tesco card must be busy.
Yeah, well, luckily I got my father-in-law's car, so his fuel card probably more than likely taking the hit. So, but no, yeah, Tabley yesterday, a 3rd in a maiden for Max Comley, and then unfortunate faller in the last maiden for Heidi Brookshaw, fell 4 out.
Right.
But all good.
Excellent.
Back to it
Super.
today.
Well done today.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you.
Cheers. Thank
Lovely.
you.
Darren Andrews, successful. I love the enthusiasm that he brings, and he's based in South Devon, but is happy to go and ride Cheshire yesterday, Northumberland the other day, Aintree as well. So that old cliche, isn't there? Have saddle, will travel, certainly applies to Darren Andrews.